and also make it fun and enjoyable for people at all levels.
Justin nailed it. The goal of the Open is not to be the definitive test of the fittest. It is to qualify people to the next stage. It is to provide an opportunity for everybody else, the other 275,000 people that are participating, an opportunity to get their toe in the water, have fun at their affiliate, be involved in something while still creating enough of a test to advance those that earned it. So I think it's important for people to start looking at the season as a whole instead of segments and expecting those segments to be all things at all times.
All right, so that's Justin Berg and Adrian Bosman. So JB is the director of sport and or GM of sport, and Boz is the director of competition.
Yeah, totally agree. I mean, their point is dead on, right? It is a long season, and this is the opening part of the funnel, right? And so it needs to kind of be open to everyone. You know, I liked workouts 1 and 3 with I'd make a minor tweak to 3. I just felt like 2 was lazy programming and was testing the same exact thing as 1.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, otherwise, I felt very different things after I was done with 2 compared to 1.
How so?
I was super sore. Like, I felt like the first one got a little bit breathy. So like from a heart rate and conditioning perspective, it was challenging in that respect. It was a nice, I thought it was a nice rep scheme. The second workout, I just felt like I was like my whole backside, my posterior chain, if you want to call it, my butt, I was just fried. Like, I got on the way back down and was like, oh Lord, like this is, it felt very different to me than the other 2. So, the first one conditioning, the second one was just complete, like that lactate threshold, as compared to, conditioning, and then some high, the wall walks aren't like high skill, but you got to be able to go upside down. So that's going to, affect some people. And then the third one, the third one, I personally didn't approach it well. I had a little bit of like, oh God, this is going to be just like that pull up, chest to bar muscle up one from last year. So I went into it like, oh my God, this is going to be so hard. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And then I was on bar muscle ups and I was like, I'm almost done. Like what's going on here? Like it did not hit me like I thought it was going to. It was still really hard, don't get me wrong, but I thought it was going to feel as bad as it did last year. So I think to Bob's point, they weren't as hard as we've seen some of the open workouts in the past. So that's why it feels so different. But, to the point that we just listened to, it's good that it's a different platform. These scores don't count going into the next thing. It's just sort of taking that like first layer of the onion away, I think. So
yeah, I mean, I don't think the programming is fair to judge until it's all out. Yeah. I mean, to me, that's a huge point. I mean, I also think I never really care about the workouts. I mean, some people are super caught up in it, and I get it. I didn't think they tested a real strength movement. Okay. And I was disappointed that the 55-year-olds had a jumping version pull-up on the last workout. But I thought the programming was fine. I agree with Jen. I mean, that second workout really kind of blew you up. But overall, that's like a classic couplet for CrossFit. Pick it up, get down on the ground, and get over the bar, as far as like that mentality of just grinding it out, so to speak. So I'm never really overly caught up in the programming. And I think the Open the way we know it is over. Yeah. It's a new Open. It's totally new. They're starting fresh. So let's see what happens first.
Yeah. Clayton, what about you? What did you not like?
I liked all the workouts. I mean, that last one just basically robbed a piece of my soul, I think. I literally, when I got done, I was laying on the ground for about 10 minutes. That was brutal for me. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a fine line between, because we're so used to the 5 workouts and, they're gearing it for, the top 10%. So they're excluding a lot of people who, they did it for fun and it's a community. So I think they're leaving them all out by only having 3 workouts. Because, like Justin said, it's not the same anymore where we did it on Friday and then we probably redid it again on Monday because it mattered. Mm-hmm. Like you said, it doesn't matter anymore. So, you want to do well, but again, for most of us in this group, like not making the top 10% is not even, something to question.
Well, yeah. Most.
So I think for the vast, you got a broken foot. I think
even if I didn't, man.
I think they should maybe have 5 and not just think about the 10% and the elite. Mm-hmm. They just exclude a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay. From an affiliate standpoint, though, I like the 3. That's one of my likes. When you're a gym owner and you're running these events, I mean, a lot of times the people that sign up, you don't even see them by week 3, let alone week 5. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, and I understand what you're saying, Clint. I'm with you, but from that side of it, from running it, putting the tape out, making the photocopies, sending the videos to everybody on what you have to do, and then answer every single one of those questions that the video explains. I mean, like it tires on you. It takes a lot of time and effort, and there's a ton of members that come and volunteer, and there's so many working parts with that. So 3 weeks is way more manageable, I think, for an affiliate. But again, everybody's different.
Yeah, Mike. Well, Jen, how about you? I mean, you commented on the program. Was there something that you're like, this should be better next time?
I was fine with it. I mean, I guess I'm more on the side that I liked it. I mean, again, the workouts, I felt like they were a little bit different in different ways, so I liked that. And the 3-week thing, I mean, I personally like that. I had to be out of town with my kids for one of the weekends for lacrosse. One of my kids had to have surgery on his clavicle during that period of time. Like, I just, life is so busy. I feel like, okay, I can do 3 weekends in a row, which really, like, the first one I couldn't do till Monday. The last one I got over with on Friday. So I really got it done in 2.5 weeks, basically. And I liked that because I can kind of fit that into my life as opposed to, 5 weeks of stress and anticipation and all that kind of stuff. I personally like the 3-week thing.
How about you, Mike?
I'll say from an athlete standpoint, I like the 3 weeks. It's easier on the body. But I do miss the Open. Like the Open was the best part of the year for me. I just love the excitement, especially from the affiliate standpoint. And now I feel like like everybody says, like the Open doesn't matter. The Open doesn't, it truly doesn't matter. And I feel like in the affiliate, like we don't have like your top, the guys who are going to be the top 10% going to advance. They're not killing themselves on the weekend. So like you kind of lose that, like the members used to come in an open gym on Sunday and be like, see, like me redoing it, trying to kill myself. Oh, is Karen going to do it 3 times this week? Or like, and they all get caught up in now. It's our group class workout on Friday. You do it. Some people do it again just for the hell of it. And they look like, and everybody's like, you guys are crazy. Why are you doing it? So, I mean, that kind of magic, whatever, like from an affiliate standpoint, it's like, all right, I had somebody asked me on Thursday, like, oh, we have an open workout tomorrow. I'm like, no, it's over. And they're like, oh, okay. So, like, I don't know. I mean, it's definitely lost something. It's just kind of like, all right, I just got to stay healthy for 3 weeks, I don't redo them. I do them once done. And even then, I want to redo them. It kills me not to redo them. But I'm like, just be smart. It doesn't matter. Ego. And that part
redoing them is crazy, man. I mean, it is.
What?
Like for you're talking about in this format, redoing them.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah.
It's just total ego and whatever, and whatever. More power to you if you want to see your name higher on the leaderboard. But like the old way, I love that. Like killing yourself like multiple times, like whatever, like. It just, people fed off it. And you're like, oh my God, your gym, frenemy redid it. And you're like, oh my God, that guy swore he was.
Yep. We're losing Mike a second, but I want to go back to something Justin said, because I think you're 100% right. And I think that the Open has absolutely changed. It is no longer the beginning of the season. I think it's sort of the preseason, so that everybody has a chance to kind of feel what it's like to be competitive, to throw down on their affiliate. it felt to me, and maybe it's just because I was more involved with it this year, that at the affiliate level, the kind of Friday Night Lights things were back. People were having more fun with it. And I think that's what CrossFit really wants it to be about, more about the affiliates and focus on the affiliates. And I talked to, actually, I'll play you guys what Justin said. This is what I asked him about, how do you improve the open moving forward? So this is what he had to say about that.
Where we want to go is use the foundation that we had for 22